Buen día a todos. Les damos la bienvenida a esta nueva versión del Urovivo. Es para nosotros un placer enorme que estén con nosotros acompañando y les agradecemos obviamente la presencia. Para estos minutos iniciales, aquellos que estén conectados a través de la web, les informamos que tienen una traducción simultánea, de manera que pueden loguear uno u otro lenguaje para que puedan, de acuerdo al idioma que estén escuchando, poder tener la interpretación aquellos que lo requieran o lo necesiten. Dicho esto, voy a dar un bosquejo en esta introducción. Vamos a hablar brevemente en los agradecimientos. Después, el secretario general de la Endo Society, Li-Ming y el doctor Norberto como presidente de la Sociedad Argentina de Urología, nos va a dar la bienvenida. Quiero agradecer a todo el equipo del hospital este esfuerzo enorme que han hecho, a todo el plantel de residentes, de médicos de planta, de enfermeros, de camilleros y a Visión Producciones por hacer posible con Sergio Eppelbaum semejante esfuerzo y semejante logro. Just speaking in English, I want to introduce and thank you for being connected all around the world for Urovivo, for this version of Urovivo. And thank you to all the companies supporting the meeting and also for all the surgeons and the moderators involved in this activity. I want to thank all the support from the Endourological Society to make much more visible the Urovivo and being connected all around the world. And I give the welcome message to Li-Ming, the General Secretary of the Endourological Society, just to give the welcome message of Urovivo. Li-Ming, I don't know if you are still connected. I didn't see yet. Sergio? I cannot hear you.
Okay, I see you, but I'm here.
Perfect. Go ahead. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, Norberto, can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay. Let me know when you see it. I have that up. I'm sharing screen right now, so I have my slides.
Okay. We can see that.
Okay, very good. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for this kind invitation, Dr. Bernardo. Norberto and I have been great friends for many years and growing within the Endo Society, and I really want to thank you for allowing me to speak on behalf of our wonderful organization. And we have actually joining us today one of the founding fathers of the organization, Dr. Arthur Smith, who is also on the line. But I do want to really congratulate Norberto on Urovivo. I've been able to participate in this meeting remotely for the last 3 years, and I know for the attendees, you are going to see some extraordinary work from extraordinary surgeons from around the world. And I congratulate Dr. Bernardo and his team for putting together this fantastic meeting. So with that said, Dr. Bernardo has asked me to talk a little bit about the Endourology Society, what it stands for, where we're going, and encourage all of you as members of our minimally invasive endourology world, if you will, to consider joining our society and participating in disseminating your knowledge to others around the world. So the Endo Society, our mission is to innovate, discover, and disseminate. And I hinted at the fact that we have one of our founding fathers, Arthur Smith, that is joining us by Zoom as well. Arthur, good morning. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Good.
Good to be here along with Norberto.
Yes. And as you know, as many of you guys may know, that this society was founded really on the shoulders of 4 individuals: Dr. Smith, the founding president; Joe Segura, the vice president at the time in 1983; Ralph Klayman, and Gopal Badlani. And really, this has, over the last 4 decades, become the largest and most inclusive international society, now with over 1,500 active members from all over the globe, and this is inclusive of close to 115 different countries. And as I said, we just recently celebrated a proud 40-year heritage of discovery and dissemination of endourology and minimally invasive surgical techniques throughout the world. Now, a lot has changed over the last 4 decades in that our organization, which originally was surrounded or centered around endourology and stone disease, has become incredibly multifaceted. And this speaks to the innovative spirit of the members of our society. And if you think broadly about the field of urology, anything that is new in development, new technology, new instrumentation, really is oftentimes rooted in our society in terms of discovery, developing science to understand how these technologies can improve patient care. And so as you see, we've become multifaceted, and it continues. We now have, of course, robotics and focal therapy. We have BPH. We have artificial intelligence and machine learning. And there's more to come. As each year goes by, there'll be more that will be included under our umbrella as the Endourology Society. Within the society, we have 3 sub-societies. In 2006, a group of endourologists founded the Engineering and Urology Society. And this is really the society that looks at some of the new technologies, artificial intelligence, computer-assisted surgery, and really working with engineers to try to develop the next technologies that can better patient care. In 2019, the Society of Urologic Robotic Surgeons, SIRS, came under our umbrella, and this has really been a big portion, as we all know, is our field, and they have been the leaders in certainly our region in terms of promoting robotic surgery. And then lastly, and more recently in 2019, we had the great fortune of working with the Focal Therapy Society. We all know that for prostate cancer, as well as in kidney cancer, focal therapy is becoming more mainstream. Still a lot of science that needs to be done, but focal therapy is now also our umbrella as a part of the Endourology Society. Let's talk a little bit about our fellowships. We have many fellowships throughout the world. And in fact, our total fellowships, and as you can see, different types of tracks, whether it's endoscopic surgery, stones and BPH, or laparoscopic robotic and focal therapy, or a mixture of those, really provides a richness of opportunities for our learners to really hone in on what they want to perfect in terms of their skill set or broaden their knowledge. And within our umbrella of a society, we have 84 total fellowships. And really to take note, we have 20 international fellowships. And relevant to Urovivo, we have actually 3 established fellowships in South America, and we hope to see more. Certainly, Dr. Norberto Bernardo's group in Buenos Aires has a long-standing fellowship, Leon, Mexico, as well as Sao Paulo, Brazil. I mentioned that we just came off our meeting in Seoul, Korea, and this really was a celebration of our 40th year as a society, and this was a wonderful meeting and really a wonderful time to reconnect, as we have, unfortunately, due to COVID and other reasons, not been able to have a live meeting. And I was able to pull some of the comments from the attendees from this past meeting. And if you look on the left side, excellent plenary, diversity of topics, excellent scientific content and talks, balance of subject matter, all aspects of endourology covered, new technology and innovation, great science, and lots of video content. And perhaps the things that touched me the most, and it really made me realize that we are doing the right thing as an organization, is the right column. Collegial nature of the society really speaks to who we are as endourologists and minimally invasive surgeons, as we're welcoming and we want to learn from each other. Speakers from all regions of the world, great networking and reconnecting, right? That's all what this is about, is coming together and learning from different regions of how things are done in different areas. What are the different challenges and how do we face those challenges? And then exchanging experiences. And then my favorite comment was, this is my favorite meeting every year. So again, hopefully these are comments that will ring true to you as attendees and encourage you to attend. Our upcoming meetings, we're going to have a meeting at Phoenix, Arizona. We're in the planning process. You're going to hear a little bit more about that through Dr. Mitch Humphreys, who will be speaking later at this meeting. And he's doing a fantastic job putting together a very, very multifaceted program for not only senior or current urologists, but also for learners. We need to think about our next generation. In 2026, we'll be coming back to Buenos Aires, and I know Norberto and Horatio are very excited about this. I'm very anxious to work with them, and we're already starting to begin to think a little bit about and work towards that meeting in 2026. Recently, we voted in Sydney, Australia for 2027, and tentatively we have placed Jerusalem, Israel as a site in 2028, pending the ongoing crisis that they unfortunately are facing. So what's new in the society? Well, one of the things, as you see, we have changed our logo, and just to highlight the sort of the foundations of the logo, the background graphic of the genitourinary tract certainly represents our anatomic domain. The horizontal lines represent minimally invasive surgical instruments and new technology, and the circular design represents the globe and our international inclusiveness and membership. And the blue color scheme, lastly, is the original color of our society and journal color, which we maintained after 40 years of now updating a new logo. We developed a new oncology fellowship track. We recognize that as we are promoting robotic surgery, majority of our graduates from fellowship are going into oncology practice, and so we really need to enrich that fellowship by providing multidisciplinary experience in radiation oncology, medical oncology, uropathology, and uroradiology. We have a case requirement that's actually quite high, making sure they get the entire breadth of upper and lower tract procedures, as well as focal therapy. Some of the new initiatives, to become even more inclusive, we are now sending out annually a solicitation of ideas from our international members for educational courses for the WCT program, plenary talks, as well as providing insight of who are the rising stars from different regions that we can then use to populate the program. We now have a standing subplenary meeting for the robotics and focal therapy societies within the WCT, and we're also developing an image library that any member can then log into and utilize to build their talks as we all give very many lectures on what we do. And so this is a library that we can draw from. And some considerations, translation services at the annual WCT, because we do have an international mix, some of which are non-English speaking. We want to invite them to be part of our society, and also consideration of developing international champions for our society. To finish up our membership, these are our fees, but highlighted in yellow is for those groups that want to join as a group of greater than 20, we have a reduced fee schedule of $100 per year. And then you see the fee schedule for those that want a printed versus an online copy of the Journal of Urology. I want to give a shout out to these three members of our society, Dr. Wilson Molina, who is currently the chair of the Urology Society Membership Committee, Dr. Horatio Sanguinetti, who is there present in the audience, I'm sure, as well as Norberto Bernardo. All three of these individuals have worked tirelessly to build to continue to spread the word of the Urology Society and build the membership from Argentina and South America. And already they have doubled the membership, and they have plans each year to continue to work to double the membership from that region. So I want to congratulate them on that effort. And Dr. Sanguinetti is there in the audience. If you have any questions, feel free to speak to him, and he can help you navigate how to join. So I'm going to end up for the 10 reasons why I think you should join. Number one, it gives you an opportunity to travel internationally and interact with international thought leaders from around the world. It allows you to share your discoveries and grow your reputation on an international scale. It allows you to stay appraised of the latest innovations in urology, collaborate with international researchers. We have a Tower Research group that allows for multi-institutional research efforts. It allows you to cultivate young learners through having access to the Summer Student Scholarship Program that allows funding to allow students to work in your lab or work at your center to get them interested in the field of urology and minimally invasive surgery. It allows you also to host and educate international urologists. I myself have had the great fortune of having a surgeon from Nigeria work with me at the University of Florida, and really found that very rewarding. You can consider establishing an international fellowship program, as we talked about, and then it allows you free online subscription to the Journal of Urology and Video Urology that provides a rich video library to review, and free automatic membership of all three societies, whether it's SIRS, FTS, or EUS. And lastly, by joining, you get a discounted registration for the WCT of $100 less than the usual fees. So to join the society, you see the QR code below. And again, Dr. Bernardo, thank you so much for this opportunity. I wish I was there with you. I know you're going to have a wonderful meeting, and I wish you all the best. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Li-Ming. I will invite the President of the Argentinian Society of Urology to give the welcome message. And for sure, you will be here for the next national meeting. We have a robotic meeting with the Endo Society being represented by you. And for sure, I have to say that any present participant at the end of the meeting on Friday, you have a number when you did the registration. If you are here on Friday, at the moment of the closure, the winner, we have one winner, we will have one winner, we have a raffle for that winner, have the flight tickets to Arizona for the World Congress of Urology and also the hotel in Arizona. Just keep in mind the number that you have in the registration in order to be participating in the raffle at the end. Norberto, please. El presidente de la Sociedad Argentina de Urología va a dar su mensaje, es un amigo, aparte de ser la representación institucional de la Sociedad Argentina de Urología, siempre ha estado respaldándonos, es un enorme placer, te damos la bienvenida, gracias por estar, el auditorio es tuyo.
Bueno, muchas gracias, tengan todos ustedes muy buenos días. Como dice mi gran amigo Norberto Bernardo, ya es una tradición que la Sociedad Argentina de Urología esté presente siempre en la inauguración de sus cursos. Yo recuerdo, es difícil olvidarse, en el 2020, durante la pandemia, que también me tocó presidir la sociedad, Urovivo se organizó en forma virtual. Nos juntamos en un departamento que ofició de estudio de producción aquí en la calle Pueyrredón y realmente fue un curso, una jornada muy exitosa, con lo cual ha sido cambiando año tras año hasta llegar a esto que uno que lo ha visto nacer y crecer, ya no sé cuáles son tus límites ni a dónde vas a llegar, porque es algo fabuloso. Urovivo ya es una marca registrada que tiene el éxito garantizado, con lo cual todos van a poder disfrutar, participar, compartir y, ¿por qué no?, aprender cosas nuevas siempre. Por más años que tengas y por más que tengas todo el background y toda la experiencia, siempre algo se saca de diferente o algún truco nuevo. Y bueno, no me queda más que felicitarlos, desearles el éxito que ya está garantizado per se, y recordarles que la Sociedad Argentina de Urología todavía a lo largo de este año le quedan un par de eventos. Los días 27, 28 y 29 de noviembre es el Congreso de Residentes en Mar del Plata y el jueves 28 vamos a estar haciendo la reunión científica, transmitiendo desde Mar del Plata, la reunión científica de nuestra sociedad, para cerrar el día jueves 12 de diciembre, al cual estás invitado con el brindis de fin de año como corresponde. Y a todos los esperamos el año que viene, el 10 y 11 de abril, en el Buenos Aires Sheraton Hotel, donde se va a realizar el curso internacional Avances en Urología. No quiero entretenerlos más, ya estamos en tiempo, hemos pasado de hora, así que nuevamente felicitaciones y bueno, al infinito y al más allá es lo que te espera, ¿eh?